Hello, this is JC, the Fantasy Football Explorer. Week 2. Let's get into it. All right, the biggest takeaway from week 2, the same as week 1. Don't panic. Still have a long season. In the first 4 weeks, we get crazy outcomes. Try not to get scared and start urinating down your leg. Still have a long season. Don't get too crazy just yet. Now, my teams, again, I lost all 4 of my money leagues, but I have Stefon Diggs on one team. He is the highest scoring fantasy player in PPR through 2 weeks, and yet that team lost in 2 weeks. I have Jalen Hurts on one of my teams. They lost. I have Amon-Ra St. Brown on one of my teams. They lost. You get some crazy results in the first 4 weeks. Don't panic. Now, Joe Flacco is not going to throw 4 touchdown passes every week. It's not going to happen. All right, an example of panicking early in the season. One of my leagues, a team has already spent half its free agent budget, and this was before the majority of games in week 2. You don't want to do that. Teams will settle down. You'll get a better idea, and you don't want to waste your free agent budget on a flash in the pan, someone that's a 1-week wonder. That is the very thing you want to avoid. All right, some players to look at after week 2. Cam Akers got a lot more touches. Maybe he's not done. Maybe we have entered a new era in sports medicine where football running backs can come back from an Achilles injury. So with Cam Akers, yellow light, proceed with caution. Now James Robinson looks like a green light. He looks like he's fully recovered. He's good to go. You can be very confident about James Robinson, or so it seems. Devontae Smith, much better week 2 after putting up a goose egg in week 1. Again, that's why you try to weather the first 4 weeks, get a better idea of where these players are at. Russell Wilson, again, you want to be cautious. You don't want to throw him overboard just yet. He's with a new team, new head coach, new players he's getting used to. And it seems like they're trying to really spread the ball around in Denver. So you want to be careful and don't panic with Russell Wilson. The same with Joe Burrow. He had his appendix removed, so he's recovering from surgery. Now, it's been a while, but he's playing professional football. I've never had my appendix removed. I can't speak to it, but it would seem to me if someone cuts you open and takes something out, it would take a while to adjust to it. But again, for this theme of this video, don't panic. All right, is there a Super Bowl hangover for both the LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals? Maybe. They haven't looked too good. Again, we'll know more this week. The Rams are at the Cardinals. The Bengals are at the Jets. We'll know a lot more. You don't want to throw all of your Rams and Bengals players overboard. Give them a chance to settle in. It looks like Allen Robinson is finally getting recognized by Matt Stafford. Maybe he was invited to the breakfast every morning between him and Cooper Kupp. Or maybe in week 1, Allen Robinson brought oatmeal, and that's a big no-no for a mutual breakfast. Don't bring oatmeal. I would suggest French toast. Too early to call Super Bowl hangover, but you want to keep your eyes on them and see what's going on. Is it time to panic about the Colts and the Colts players? Yeah, I don't know. Jonathan Taylor did pretty good week 1, and then it kind of flamed out in week 2. Too early to panic, but again, the Colts, you want to keep an eye on them. I thought their defense would be better, but I don't know. I don't have anything to offer for the Colts other than to watch them and be careful and don't panic. All right, Dameon Pierce looks like he's getting more carries now. He might be moving up to be the first string running back. Maybe he just needed to get warmed up. You can never be sure about Rex Burkhead. He seems like he comes in and steals things whenever he can, whether it's pass catches or red zone carries. It looks like maybe Dameon Pierce is trending upwards. Keep an eye on it again, but you might feel good about Dameon Pierce. James Conner was injured. And then it looks like Darrell Williams and Eno Benjamin split the carries. I thought maybe Eno Benjamin was now going to be the second string, but maybe it's 50-50 if James Conner goes down. I may have misread the situation. I have Eno Benjamin on a couple of my teams on the bench. Maybe he doesn't get as much play as I thought he did. Again, we'll keep an eye on it. Now, James Conner, you know he's going to get injured here and there, miss some time. Let's hope it's not too much time. All right, just to sum up here towards the end, a few players you might want to pick up off the waiver wire. If you need a quarterback, try to get Jimmy Garoppolo. I have one team where I have Justin Herbert. He's got a rib problem. And I also have Dak Prescott. He's out. So I need to pick up a third quarterback. I'm trying to get Jimmy Garoppolo. Looks like he's ready to go, and it's as if nothing ever happened. Another receiver to look out for is maybe Cole Beasley. Tom Brady seems to like these slot possession receivers, and he might just pepper them with targets. So if you need a receiver, I would try Cole Beasley. All right, that's the week 2 reaction. Again, don't panic, don't wet yourself. You can have good players and still get outscored with some of these monstrous performances that probably will not happen again. I faced a team that had Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I mean, it's just not your week. Try not to panic. Now, this has been JC. It's a jungle out there. YouTube, stay free.